Imagine yourself as a trainer who tasked with developing a program for customer service representative. You want to ensure your program is not only informative but also engaging, addressing the specific challenges they face. This is where design thinking comes in. Design thinking is a human-centered approach to problem solving, helping create solutions that are effective, relevant, and user-centered. By following these 5 steps, we can design training programs that truly empower learners. Step 1. Empathize. Basically is to understand your learners by conducting interviews, schedule either individuals or group interviews with a customer service representative and ask lots of questions. Or you can observe the learner, which is the customer service in actions. Or you can analyze existing data, basically such as turnaround time, what is their service customer timing, and etc. But here, I'm going to share with you what I did in order to design a training program. So, basically, I usually prefer in-depth interviews and data analytics. I found that learners in the 21st century often have blind spots. So therefore, I prefer to observe my learners performing their daily tasks and draw assumptions about gaps in knowledge, skill, attitude, or habits. This process will automatically link me to the next step. Step 2. Basically, here is to define the problems and craft a clear HMW. It's called how might we, open inverted comma. What I did in this part is HMW is just a metaphor that I used to prepare this article. In your perspective, you are free to choose whatever methods work for you. In short, basically in step 2, I am trying to make a statement here that can provide a solution to my learners to close their learnings and training gaps. For example, I will write down how might we help life insurance agents use social media platforms effectively and efficiently. This is just an example, and usually my learners will bring this into a shorter and more direct statements. You are right, this is more or less like setting up a goal for this training program design. What kind of problem we are trying to solve here and how can we solve it for our learners. Step 3 is basically to formulate the ideas and do lots of role play and of course mind mapping. Now what I did here in step 3 usually is I like to borrow people's brains. So I believe this is a simple step but can be easily run off track. Usually when I start to brainstorm with myself or a group of people, I will take a short 3 minutes to a maximum of 30 minutes. I will usually start with a question, may I borrow your brain for a while? In this statement, I stated clearly, I only want the brain but not the heart, which is filled with emotions and judgments. I only need the brain to provide me ideas and simple responses. For example, I have a few topics to conduct and let's name them A, B, C, D, and E. So the question is, should I go in alphabetical order as the story flow, or should I go randomly as all these topics are standalone? Or any other better ways? To me, this step is to create an idea more like a habit than a skill. But because we need to condition our minds to behave in such a way in a certain situation, so that's how I do it. I usually start with a statement, can I borrow your brain? How about you? How do you switch yourself into creative mode? Please let me know in the comment sections below. Step 4 is the time to create your prototype and test run it and gather feedback, and finally once again to refine and iterate the products. So in step 4, I will say that I will start preparing a skeleton of my training program objectives and lesson plans. If you are coming from different industry, a prototype has a different meaning to you at this stage. If you are industrial designer, maybe you are going to do a 3D print of the prototype. If you are a UX and UI engineer, maybe you are going to prepare the user journey mapping at this stage, or even the skeleton wireframe outlook. As a training program designer, preparing the program objective, lesson plans using Gartner event model is sufficient to me to test out the training program flow. How about you? Once I'm ready at this stage, I will go back one step to ask for feedback, aka brainstorming on this prototype again, so that I'm kind of in between the step 3 and step 4 true and 4 truth and false, so that I continue to refine my final product. Now step 5 basically is to reflect, refine and gather some feedbacks of your products. Okay, what I did usually here is quite straightforward because I am a training program designer and I conduct training. But before that, I would just like to congratulate you, because when you reach to step 5, basically you have already completed a product design and launch it. To me, I will just continuously gather feedback at each cohort classes to analyze learner satisfactions, their activities, and most importantly, feedback for improvement. At the end of the day, design thinking offers a powerful framework for designing impactful training programs that address learners' specific needs and improve their performance. By following these steps and embracing an iterative approach, you can design programs that truly empower your learners and achieve significant results. So, unleash your creativity, embrace design thinking, and embark a journey to create training programs that truly make a difference. I see you in the next time. Bye.